Hey, what is good, y'all? It is Gramanon. This is the official first round playoff prediction video. You already know what's popping. We'll have fun, predict the playoffs, good stuff. Please like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Tell 5 friends about this video so I can drop out. And yeah, let's get into it. So we'll start off with the first round matchup, the one everyone wants to see: Lakers versus Trailblazers. This is going to be interesting because I think if the Trailblazers had Nurkic and Zach Collins most of the season, I think they're close to like a fourth or fifth seed, quite honestly. However, they didn't, so they fell all the way to the eighth seed. Unless you put LeBron on Dame, you really don't have anyone that can guard him. Dame's been balling out. CJ McCollum, Nurkic, Melo, freaking Gary Trent Jr. They've all been balling out. I do think the Lakers are going to win this. I think it goes to 7, though, quite honestly. I say Lakers in 7. So, next up, Thunder versus Rockets. No Russell Westbrook for the first 2 games, 2, 3, possibly more. Could complicate things, quite honestly, for the Rockets because Chris Paul is going to be out for revenge. They've got a good, healthy mix of veterans and younger players. Shy's going to ball out. Chris Paul is going to ball out. Steven Adams might honestly be able to just bully the Rockets in the paint, to be completely honest. We will see what happens. Honestly, I'm going to go with the Thunder here. Controversial pick. Thunder in 7. So we got 2 7-round games in the first 7-game series in the first round of the playoffs already. It's finna be good. Next up, we got Nugs versus the Jazz. So Mike Conley's, going to see the birth of his daughter or son. The birth of his kid. We'll go with that. So that's going to be a detriment to the Jazz. If they had him, I would feel a lot more confident about the Jazz's chances. However, the lack of Mike Conley, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to go with Nuggets in 6, quite honestly. If Conley can get back fairly quickly, they might be able to take it to 7, but I'm going to go with the Nuggets. So then, next up we got Clippers versus Mavericks. This is going to be a good one. We've got lots of good ones in the Western Conference. Clippers in 6, honestly. The Mavericks are just one step away, in my opinion. Kristaps is good. Luke is good. However, the Clippers are the best overall team in the NBA, and I stand by that statement. Yeah. They really don't have anyone that can effectively guard Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. So yeah. Clippers in 6. Now we go to the East. This is fun. Honestly, we'll start off with the Bucks and Magic. So, Bucks versus Magic is somewhat of an interesting one. The Bucks are going to win, okay? Let's just not kid ourselves here. The question is, in my opinion, if they win in 4 or 5. If they win in 5, well, the reason I think they would win in 5 is because the Magic managed to somehow take a game, and that kind of energizes everyone, gets them all prepped up and this is real, this is for good. We got to start trying, I guess. However, I think it's more likely that the Bucks win in 4. They're just a good team. No Jonathan Isaac for the Magic. I got Bucks in 4. Heat versus Pacers. No Sabonis for the Pacers, which is an issue. TJ Warren got locked up by Mr. Jimmy. Derek Jones Jr. could most likely handle Victor Oladipo or, Iggy if we wanted to. Jay Crowder's been balling out, so is Kelly Olynyk. It'll be a good game. Heat in 5, possibly 6. Celtics versus 76ers. Now this is a tricky one, not going to lie, because there's no Ben Simmons for the 76ers. We're just going to assume that. And Joel Embiid has been injured. I believe he'll play, but this is a tricky one, especially because the Celtics don't have a good big man. They don't have a good big man that can effectively guard Embiid. They had Al Horford, but then he left. So it is a tricky one, honestly. I think this could go to 7, possibly. Depends on how well Joel Embiid plays, if he does play at all. Actually, I think it could go to 7. I think it's more likely that it goes to 6. We'll go with Celtics in 6. Kimba, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I think Joel Embiid will be enough to, take a game or two. However, Celtics, I think they win. Raptors versus Nets. Raptors in 4. The Raptors have been balling out. The Nets really don't have anyone that good. Karis LeVert, shout out to him. Same with Jared Allen. But for real, though, let's not kid ourselves. Raptors in 4. Now, this is the official playoff prediction, so when I'm right, a month from now, I can brag about it to y'all. So we've got Lakers versus Thunder. Lakers in 5. The Lakers don't really have... I'll break all of this down more in depth, actually. This is just the official prediction, I guess. So, Nuggets versus Clippers. Clippers in 6. Actually, no, Clippers in 5. Nah, Clippers in 6. Bucks versus Heat. You know what? I'm going to go for it here. I'm going to go with the controversial pick. Heat in 6. Let's get it. Miami Heat for life. Yeah. Okay. Celtics versus Raptors. Raptors in 5, honestly. Heat versus Raptors. Honestly, we'll go Heat in 7. We'll go with it, y'all. Lakers versus Clippers. We've discussed this before. Clippers in 7. Clippers versus Heat. Finals prediction. I'm taking the Clippers in 6, most likely. I'll break down all of this once we know for sure. Or I'll break down the second round once we know for sure what that is. I can do a mock draft or something if y'all want. I don't care that much. These are easy to make, and we have discussed my low work ethic before. Hope you all do enjoy. Like and subscribe. Yee.